What if I told you the story you've been telling yourself about your past is the one thing holding you back from building your future? We tend to think our history is set in stone, a permanent record that dictates who we are and who we'll always be. We feel chained to past mistakes, failures, and traumas, convinced they've drawn the unchangeable blueprint for our lives. But what if that's not the whole story? What if your brain has an incredible built-in power to heal, adapt, and literally rewire itself no matter what you've been through? This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a scientific fact. For so many of us, the past isn't just a collection of old memories. It feels more like a life sentence. A painful childhood, a devastating loss, a string of bad decisions. These things can cast a long, dark shadow, making it feel impossible to move on. We start to believe distorted things about ourselves, like, I'm just broken, or I'm not worthy of a better future. That story becomes our identity. But as a psychologist who has spent years fascinated by the human mind, I can tell you that your history is not your destiny. The latest discoveries in neuroscience are confirming what we've seen in countless stories of human resilience. Your brain is built to heal. This incredible power is called neuroplasticity. It's the brain's ability to reorganize itself by creating new neural connections throughout your entire life. Think about that for a second. The very organ that holds your past also holds the key to creating a new future. Today, we're going to break down the science of why your past doesn't have to define you. We'll explore neuroplasticity, the psychology of bouncing back, and I'll give you practical, evidence-based tools to start rewriting your own story, starting right now. Section 1. The prison of the past. So why do we feel so trapped by our past in the first place? When we go through something significant or traumatic, our brains create powerful neural pathways tied to those memories. These pathways aren't just filing away facts, they're soaked in emotion. A traumatic event, for example, can actually change brain structures like the amygdala, your brain's fear center, and the hippocampus, which is vital for memory. This is why a certain smell, a song, or even just a feeling can instantly zap you back to a moment of pain, making it feel like it's happening all over again. This process leads to what psychologists call cognitive distortions. Basically, faulty or biased ways of thinking that keep negative emotions on a loop. After something awful happens, it's common to develop destructive thought patterns. You might start believing things like, "It was all my fault," or "I'll never be safe again." These aren't just fleeting thoughts. They can become deeply ingrained beliefs that color how you see the world and your place in it. They create hot spots in your memory, parts of an old event that trigger intense emotional pain whenever you get near them. This becomes a psychological prison of the past. Your brain, trying to protect you, keeps these trauma responses on high alert. But in doing that, it can make you avoid thinking about the past, which, ironically, stops the memories from ever getting properly processed and organized. This is why traumatic memories often feel so intrusive and chaotic. It's like they're demanding to be sorted out. You end up stuck where the pain of the past controls your present and shrinks your vision for the future. The story becomes, because this happened, I'll always be this way. But this is exactly where the science of neuroplasticity delivers a powerful message of hope. Section 2. Your brain's superpower. neuroplasticity. For a long, long time, scientists thought the brain was pretty much fixed after childhood. The idea was that by the time you were an adult, your brain's structure was set. We now know this is completely wrong. Your brain is incredibly dynamic, constantly changing based on your experiences, thoughts, and actions. That's neuroplasticity. It's how you learn a new language, pick up guitar, or recover from a brain injury. And most importantly for us, it's how you can heal from trauma. So how does it work? Imagine your brain is a dense forest, and your thoughts are paths running through it. The thoughts you have most often become well-worn superhighways. They're efficient, easy to travel, and your brain defaults to them automatically. A thought like, "I'm not good enough," repeated over and over, carves out a 6-lane neurological freeway. Meanwhile, a new positive thought is like hacking a tiny new trail through a thick jungle. It's tough going at first. Neuroplasticity is your ability to consciously choose to build new paths. Every time you challenge a negative thought or try a new healthy behavior, you're sending a crew to clear that new trail. Do it again and again, and the trail gets wider and easier to use. At the same time, the old negative superhighway, now getting less traffic, starts to get overgrown and becomes less of an automatic route. You are literally rewiring the physical structure of your brain. Therapies are designed to harness this very process. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR, are essentially neuroplasticity in action. CBT helps you spot and challenge those negative superhighways, while EMDR uses bilateral stimulation to help your brain process and file away traumatic memories, taking away their emotional charge. The goal isn't to erase the past, but to soften its edges, allowing you to remember with less fear and more strength. This means even deeply ingrained trauma responses can be changed, giving you the power to create new, healthier ways of thinking and feeling. Section 3. Forging the Unbreakable Spirit, the Science of Resilience. If neuroplasticity is how you change your brain, then resilience is what you build in the process. Resilience is often mistaken for some magical trait you're either born with or not, but psychological research has debunked that myth. Resilience is the ability to adapt well when faced with adversity, trauma, or major stress, and it's a skill that anyone can learn. It's not about avoiding hardship, it's about bouncing back from it, and often growing even stronger because of it. Think of resilience as your psychological immune system. Just like you can strengthen your physical immune system, you can build up your mental and emotional fortitude. Resilient people still feel pain and distress, but they've developed tools and mindsets that help them navigate it without getting completely derailed. So, what are the key parts of this learnable skill? First, social connection is everything. Humans are wired for community, and a strong support system is a powerful buffer against the psychological damage of trauma. Sharing your story in a safe space with a therapist, family, or a support group fights the isolation and shame that often come with painful experiences. It validates what you went through and reminds you that you belong, which is fundamental to healing. Studies consistently show that strong social support is linked to lower rates of PTSD, depression, and anxiety after a traumatic event. Second, resilience involves a shift in your mindset toward agency. It's the conscious choice to stop seeing yourself as a passive victim of your past and start seeing yourself as an active agent in your own healing. This doesn't mean you deny the pain or pretend it didn't happen. It means you take ownership of your recovery. This includes setting small, achievable goals, developing coping skills, and celebrating your progress along the way. This shift from "things just happened to me" to "I can choose how I respond" is a cornerstone of growing after adversity. Finally, resilience is built through intentional practice. It's cultivated through regulating your emotions, practicing optimism, and showing yourself some compassion. It's about developing the self-awareness to know when you need help and the courage to actually ask for it. Every time you navigate a challenge, you're strengthening your resilience muscles, making you better equipped to handle whatever life throws at you next. This isn't just about surviving, it's about learning to thrive. Section 4. Your Toolkit for Building a New Future. Knowing your brain can change and resilience can be built is empowering, but how do you actually do it? Let's get practical. Here are 4 evidence-based strategies you can start using today to take an active role in your brain's healing and build a future that isn't a rerun of your past. First, cognitive reframing. This is how you start challenging those negative thought superhighways we talked about. At its heart, cognitive reframing is about consciously changing your perspective. When you catch yourself thinking a distorted thought like, "I'll never get over this," pause and challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought 100% true? What's another way I could look at this? A reframe might be, "This is incredibly hard, but I'm taking steps to heal every single day." You can use a simple thought record. Write down the negative thought, the feeling it triggers, and then intentionally come up with a more balanced alternative. With practice, this literally weakens the old neural pathways and builds new, more constructive ones. Second, mindfulness and grounding. Past pain can leave us feeling disconnected from the present, either stuck ruminating about what happened or worrying about the future. Mindfulness is simply the practice of gently pulling your awareness back to the present moment without judgment. Simple exercises like focusing on your breath for a few minutes can have a huge impact by activating your body's relaxation response. Grounding techniques are also fantastic for this. Try the 5-4-3-2-1 method. Name 5 things you can see, 4 you can feel, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. These practices pull you out of an emotional spiral and anchor you firmly in the now, which helps regulate your nervous system. Third, incorporate new and challenging activities. Neuroplasticity loves novelty and challenge. Learning a new skill is one of the best ways to spark brain growth and create new connections. This could be anything: learning an instrument, tackling a new language, painting, or even playing certain video games. Physical exercise is also a powerhouse, as it boosts blood flow to the brain, improves mood, and enhances cognitive function. The key is to pick something that grabs your focus and is just challenging enough to keep you hooked. Fourth, and this is a big one, cultivate self-compassion and connection. Healing is not a straight line, and you have to be kind to yourself on the journey. Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same support you'd give a good friend who is struggling. Acknowledge your pain without judging it. And remember, this journey isn't one you have to walk alone. Actively build and lean on your support network. Research shows that strong social connection is one of the most critical factors in recovering from trauma. Whether it's therapy, support groups, or trusted friends and family, connection is the ultimate antidote to the isolation that pain creates. If this resonated with you and you want to keep learning practical, science-backed strategies for understanding your mind and taking control of your life, then I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. We're building a community here dedicated to creating better futures for ourselves together. The things that happened in your past are part of your story. There's no denying that. They've shaped you, but they absolutely do not get to be the final word on who you are. The science is clear. Your brain is built for change. Neuroplasticity isn't a fluffy metaphor. It's a biological reality that gives you the power to heal and grow throughout your entire life. Resilience isn't a rare gift. It's a skill you can build through practice. By using tools like cognitive reframing, mindfulness, and building strong connections, you become an active partner in your own healing. You can literally weaken the neural pathways of pain and strengthen the ones of hope, strength, and possibility. Your history is not your destiny. Your future is still an unwritten story, and you're the one holding the pen.